Inside the Ropes put this out via their platform, and it's interesting that it's the Road Warriors, LOD, however you want to reference them. Obviously, Legion of Doom, Vinnie Mac. That's Road Warrior Hawk, Road Warrior Animal. Didn't want to just recognize the Road Warrior pop as it was, as it is. You know what I mean? Comment how you think of them. The Legion of Doom. Apologies for this loud noise here, or the Road Warriors. But just a couple weeks ago on this channel, there was a clip circulating around that we spoke about during that LOD 2005 era when Heidenreich filled in, and obviously one of them had, now both are deceased, but at the time only one had passed away, and there was a storyline when they won the belts very briefly from Eminem, Mercury, Nitro, Melina, and it was just kind of like, I don't know, comment how you feel about that LOD 2005 thing. And like, a lot of people just looked at it as WWE running a DVD, trying to profit off the death of one of the two, and just kind of a cheap, quick thing they did. And there was a clip, like we said, we went over, where Mercury, Nitro, and Melina, it's a few videos back on the channel if you want to go check it out, kind of had something that storyline wise many felt was disrespectful. Like, do you think it was in poor taste? Go check out the video if you didn't see it. But from there, we started talking about basically just how the Road Warriors were always getting ished on by Vinnie Mac, LOD, and Vince had a weird way of dealing with certain talent, like where if he didn't create it, cultivate it himself, sometimes he could almost seem like he had a vendetta against certain wrestlers, or in this case, a tag team, and from the New Age Outlaws, putting them over and the way things went, mohawk shaved off, and now we also got to play substance abuse problems and people are jumping off the Titantron. Just how crazy Vince was with the Road Warriors / LOD. And then someone commented and was like, yo, WrestleQuest, don't you remember what they did to the Road Warriors off top when they very first came with the bullshit Night of the Living Dummy Rocco puppet? And I was like, holy ish, how did I forget about that bull-ish? I can't even believe, like, obviously they hated it, they spoke out against it, and were gone after SummerSlam very quickly. What was that, 91, 92? I can't believe that. Like, Vince, you get the Road Warriors finally, and you got them playing with a bullshit puppet with Paul Ellering. Then he later had Paul Ellering turn on him as well. It just was like, it's sad to see. And then obviously we know their final appearance together in WWE was them getting squashed by Kane and RVD, just totally squashed. No contract came from it. It was just a one-off thing, and it was like, that's one of the greatest tag teams of all time's last appearance with the company, is them just getting squashed, brought in like, hey, we're gonna work something out. Nah, it turns out it's a one-off squash, and that's it. And that was the last the WWE ever saw of them. It's nuts. And then now we have this news where Laurinaitis' widow is speaking out against the WWE. And as you see the reports here, she was upset about this biography episode. I have not watched the episode yet. If you have, comment your thoughts. But you see the widow of legendary Road Warrior Animal publicly condemned the special and accused it of spreading false narratives about her late husband and family. The episode focused on the iconic tag team, the Road Warriors, widely regarded as one of the greatest teams in wrestling history. However, following the broadcast, Kim Laurinaitis, Animal's widow, took to social media with a furious response. This is a quote right here. The amount of disgusting lies in this A&E WWE biography is beyond heartbreaking. She specifically pushed back against portions of the doc that discussed Animal's personal life and relationship with fellow Road Warrior Hawk. Quote, my husband was sober for years before he passed away. She also criticized how WWE framed Hawk's struggles and the overall dynamic between the two legendary wrestlers. Quote, to make Hawk look like the victim is disgusting. Kim then accused WWE and AEW, or I'm sorry, and A&E, AEW, what the hell am I talking about, of prioritizing drama over accuracy. Quote, this is what happens when people who were not there uh, to tell the story. So again, I want to know if someone has seen this thing. It's like, it's really seeming, apologies for all these background noise. Again, guys, I'm kind of bringing this one to you guys on the run. As soon as I saw this on the timeline, I was like, man, we were just speaking about this. I mean, this isn't breaking news. There's plenty of interviews and such out there, reports over the years of the Road Warriors, but obviously now they're both passed away. They're both not here, of Vince and just the way he did them. And it's like, now with them both being gone, which it's been a little time since they both been gone as well. What, 2020 or 2021 is when the second Road Warrior passed away. But it just is like, it's a real shame that things went how they went for them. And it just kind of like makes no sense. I mean, listen, the WWE, it is what it is. It doesn't work out for everybody, but it just felt all kinds of fucked up, man. Like, and then again, their last appearance there, and then this clip with LOD. Like, make sure you guys, I'll try to put the link to that one, but if not, just go into my videos, and please subscribe to the channel. This is WrestleQuest. We talk about pro wrestling, old stuff, new stuff, everything in between. And I'm just talking about with you guys, the people out here. But she really seems to just saying this is bullshit. And do you think that's true? No one who was there at the time took part in making this. I mean, I feel like Triple H would have had to have something to do with this, right? He was around later. I mean, he was around a good deal, I guess, with the Road Warriors, but I don't know. The backlash quickly spread online, with fans debating whether wrestling documentaries often blur the line between storytelling and historical accuracy. Many supporters defended Khan's right to challenge how Animal's legacy was portrayed, while others argued documentaries naturally include different perspectives. Animal's whose real name was Joe Laurinaitis, and obviously, right, Johnny Ace is his brother too. I remember seeing an interview with him speaking about having his brother fire him after it was all said and done. Do you guys remember hearing about that as well? But we know he has got a wild situation going on with the Vinnie Mac allegations, lawsuit. Obviously, we know the feds did raid WWE offices and such, and but no criminal charges jumped off from that, which I was surprised, because we all know Vince McMahon is one of the very few to go toe-to-toe with the federal government and win. So I was like, oh man, they're going to get him for this trafficking thing. But it turns out it's just a civil matter. But Johnny Ace involved, right, as a, co-conspirator allegedly with Vinnie Mac, but then we seen things have changed now, where he was removed from the lawsuit, and it had a lot of people saying, oh shit, Vinnie Mac flipped the script and he's gonna testify against Vince McMahon. It's just crazy. But to think, Johnny Ace, I don't know that he was involved in WWE in that capacity. Was he, or was it only during the Road Warriors' later time with the company? But to have your brother be involved in things as well is just got to be crazy, man. It's like, it's just a damn shame. Like I said, I'm like, no, I'm stuttering and muttering a bit about this, but it just blew my mind to see this, right? Because again, this is just over the past month. We started talking about this in some videos, and it's like Vince just, like, I don't know, was he punishing them that it took them so long to come over to WWE? And obviously, we know there was business disagreements. He, didn't want to give the Road Warriors the money that they felt they deserved, and many would say that they did, as they, I don't know, would you say they were the greatest tag team of all time? Tap in. But it's just like, again, to look back on it all, it's like, holy shit, man, WWE really did these guys foul, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Everyone's got to pass the torch at some time, unless you're fucking Hulk Hogan or something. But Hulk even put people over very rarely, from time to time. But it's like, it just feels extra. The Road Warriors, maybe they should have pulled like how Sting did. Remember Sting? Just, it took him forever to get involved with WWE, and then when he did, he pulled the plug very quickly. Although he did get injured, and they did send him off with that retirement. But he said, "Fuck this, I'm gonna retire in AEW," and he still had much more to do, wrestling into his 60s. But it just felt like Sting, being leery of Vince McMahon, obviously he was one of the franchise players of the competition with WCW and all that, and like, he knew what it was. But still, everyone wants to get into the WWE at some point, and it's like, whenever the Road Warriors did, I think, all in all, I bet you they regretted it. What say you? But many support. Okay, where were we at? Animal, whose real name was Joe Laurinaitis, has passed away in 2020 at the age of 60. Alongside Hawk, he helped revolutionize tag team wrestling during the 80s and 90s through runs in WWE, WCW, NWA, and Japan. The Road Warriors' legacy remains enormous within pro wrestling, making any public dispute involving their history especially emotional for longtime fans. As of now, WWE and A&E, shit, why do I keep saying AEW, have not publicly responded to Kim Laurinaitis' comments. Let's see what the people are talking about, because again, I have not seen this, but it's like, after everything, here we are, years now, both of them are no longer with us. And, like, they're still ishing on them. This can't be. Why? Oh, there we go. The comments popped up. Thought I was about to have to fluck with my Wi-Fi and add a second part on this video. She must have seen the wrong doc then, because they didn't show Animal being addicted to anything. In fact, they emphasized that he was very much a family man. Only negative thing they showed on Animal was when he tried being a singles wrestler and it didn't work out too well. This was written by AI. If you can't be bothered to write this article yourself, I can't be bothered to read. Is this true? Did they just run some AI bullish here? And sorry guys, this is buffering. I thought I was gonna have my Wi-Fi kicked on as I'm out running around, and okay, here we go. It is certainly enhanced by AI. Nice catch. I didn't notice until I read it twice, and the overuse of adjectives in general sentence structure shows heavily influence of AI. So this girl that I'm really cool with, she put me on game with that when it comes to AI. That she said, yo, you'll always notice them describe three things. You know what I'm saying? Like this, and this, that it's just so easy to spot the AI. And it's like, damn, here I am, just seeing this news. I didn't see the doc. Like, I mean, obviously the news is the news if she's disputing it or whatever, but does the AI fuck up the expression of the story? And what do you guys think of just AI, period? You know what I'm saying? more like in shifted by AI. Some people say thing A, while others say thing B. Wow, thanks for the info, journalist. Busted. It is. Most AI talks like that because it is trained on lots of news reports. That's just kind of what news reporting sounds like. All right, let's go back. These are just our people responding to the AI. I watched the doc. I thought it made very clear that Animal was all about his family and Hawk was the only one who liked to go out and party. At no point did they mention Animal having any type of substance abuse issues. I watched this today and I don't remember anything about Animal drinking or doing drugs being said in it. She might want to someone said rewatch it. Those of us who have the privilege of seeing the Road Warriors in action during that era, we don't need a doc. And secondly, what they did in private isn't anyone's business unless you live in a glass house. They always gave it 100 in their matches. Well, now I gotta watch it. I watched it. Honestly, I thought it was a rerun since I know since I've seen everything they've shown before. They didn't say one thing about Animal in a negative way. Hawk was always the issue, and Animal tried to put up with it, but you can only do so much. Tell him, Hawk. Let's wait and see what his brother had to say. uh, has she watched The Dark Side of the Ring? Because that didn't paint him in the best of light either. Wi-Fi must be good in heaven. That's A&E, all drama. They didn't make Hawk look like the victim, though. She's just looking for something to complain about. So, and we'll read one more. Does anyone know what Animal died from? I never heard anything how his life ended. It's a WWE produced biography, so of course they change things. So the widow disagrees with anything making her husband look bad. Big surprise. But it seems like the vast majority of people are saying she's tripping, like that it's not what's being expressed by her. But it kind of makes me think of the whole situation with British Bulldog's widow, the sister of Bret the Hitman Hart, tripping and flipping about what Bret's saying. And it's just so weird to me because it's like Bret has said that for years, and there was a lot of people substantiating what Bret said. So it's like, is she on whatever what's her name, Diana Hart Smith is on? It's odd. You know what I mean? Are the widows just oversensitive, or are they trying to get publicity for something they got going on? I mean, I'm not trying to throw something out there like that that's kind of could be looked at as disrespectful, but I'm just going off what the people are saying about her having this wrong. And then with me, I'm befuddled about the Diana Hart Smith thing. Like, this is old news. You're just saying this about Bret now, like make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? But again, guys, that's what we do over here is we talk about this pro wrestling stuff, and we hear what the people got to say. So help me decipher what in the world is going on. All your thoughts, takes, opinions on it all. And I look forward to talking with you guys in the comment section. So with that being said, I'm going to close this video out. Once again, do me the solid, subscribe to the channel, help me get this platform going. And you know what I mean? We're going to have live streams where you can call in and all that, So with that being said, RIP to the Road Warriors, RIP to Davey Boy Smith. And I'm out of here, guys. And God bless those widows living on without their, I want to say better half, their other half. It's not easy. Love is a bittersweet thing. Some people die of loneliness. Some people live on quite a long time without their other half. It's a sad thing to see.